Hi everyone, I just want to share a card and a tiny mini album with you today. I made this card and it's a sidestep card. Terrie from over on One Crafty Cookie on YouTube. She done a tutorial on how to make this card, so thank you Terrie. I really did enjoy doing this. She's done quite a few tutorials recently on different types of cards, so if you want to see some different ways to make some cards, and pop over to see her tutorials. Most of you probably know her anyway. So this is what I've made. This was my first attempt, so I'm quite pleased how it turned out. I just used a stamped image here of a rose and coloured it in using my Pro markers. I added some baby's breath here. These I just punched out. I can't remember where I punched these out from, but oh yeah, it was a die. It was actually a die that I used for these. A happy birthday on a scallop circle, and then I layered this one here, and it says just for you. And this only took one. The pink paper that I used was just one sheet of 6x6, and I had a little bit left over, so that was pretty neat. Hope this is a good angle. I've been trying out different angles of my camera. So that's that. Next I'm going to show you my little mini album. I'm just gonna, sorry, I had to shut the door. So I made this, and I made this using some really small envelopes, which are that size, and I have a ton of them, and the envelope measures 6 by 3 3/8, but I did have to trim the sides down, and I folded I think it was 1.5 inches over to create pockets. So the album is now it's like 4 3/4 by just over 3.5 inches. I'm really bad at measuring. So I used up all my Tim Holtz papers, actually not all of them, just some of them, from this collection, which is the Crowded Attic. So I had loads of little bits left over, and I thought, well, I will make a mini out of this. I've also used the gadget gears on here, and I distressed these, and this one I cut in half, and this is the larger one out of the set of 3. I stamped this clock image, and then I just layered it on top of this gear here, and then I added a really tiny metal clock embellishment here. The back is just from some of the paper, it's just plain, and I used some black cardstock for the binding here, and it's just a plain spine. So inside it is all full of little pockets and tags, and generally that is what it is in here. There's no kind of heavy embellishments or anything. This has been cut from the paper as well, and it's a little tiny kind of vintage ad. I think it says standard solid rubber on there. This is the student notebook, and that's it on the back. I used one of the gears on here, and I just used some black sparkle embossing powder by Ranger, and just kind of split it in half and put one either side. Some more tags. Not sure if you can see this or not because the lighting is really dodgy. And this one is a little tiny certificate. Well, you can see how small they are. You know, I'm holding them in my hand. Then I made some handmade tags using some Tim Holtz stamps, and I just distressed this using the marmalade spice and then went over it with some walnut stain. Here I just used one of the tiny postcards and I just slotted in some more little tiny ads. I added a Tim Holtz ticket here which says story. Again, one of the gears which I've embossed. I made this tag and it says, to be all that is possible we must attempt the impossible. To be all that we can be we must dream of being more. And that again is from the Tim Holtz stamp collection. Can't remember which one. I've kind of lost all the main packaging from my stamps and they're all just slotted in a container. So there's another tag and it says wish on there. And this tag, what I've done, I used two different distress ink, sorry. I used the Faded Jeans and I used the walnut stain. So, and I'm not quite sure if you can see that. Yeah, it's a better angle. And then I ran it through the embossing folder, which is, which one is it? It's from the, it's this one here, and that one, which is all the gears. So I was quite happy how that turned out. Oops. Again, I used a little vintage image advert, sorry, and again, oops, a tag from, well, I made the tag from the paper, and then a ticket, and it says trust. This again is from the paper, and I made this one from one of the stamps in the Tim Holtz collection, and another ticket which says live, and this one, this is the Umbrella Man, and I used the, is it the fired brick and some walnut distress ink. Some more tickets. This one here, this is one of the smaller postcards, and I just attached it down the bottom so that you can slot stuff in here. I have another advert. I made this little postcard. This is actually from a Prima stamp set. And I just distressed the back. Two more tags. The tags at the paper is lovely because you can do so much with it. Here I added another postcard here, same, so that you can slot things behind, and I cut out these, and these are really tiny. And this as well. We have this one, and I just dropped something, and another tag, and a ticket says giggle. We have another tag in here, and this one I used the clock from the textured, the embossing folder. Pocket watches. Oh, and the other one was called Steampunk. I know the names were on there somewhere. Sorry about the glare. I have I think I've only used these once or twice, but they come out really nice. So basically it's the same kind of theme all the way through. It's just using all the papers to make little tags. Again, another postcard. I used, this is a Tim Holtz stamp as well, and I just distressed the paper, or the card, sorry. And another one. It's very distressed, this. And another tag with the clock, the Tim Holtz clock. And the last page, again, one of the tiny postcards with 3 little tags and journaling spots. Here I just used the ticket stamp, and it says admit 1. It's so shy, it's so glary in here. And 2 little tiny teeny ones. And on the back here it's just one of these which I've cut out. So that's the... oh, I forgot to show you one more tag. This is the Eiffel Tower tag again from Tim Holtz. So that is all the tags, and there's tons of them in there, so it really does hold a lot. I mean, you can add like very small photographs behind, or slot them into the pockets, slot them behind here. So this was fun. It's so dinky. So that's what I've done over the last few days when I've had a little bit of time. I hope you're all having a good day, and I'm going off now to do another video because I've just had some happy mail. So I'll speak to you all later. Bye!